I'd like you to train with your pupil at the partly train stage.
Why so?
I'm new to you,
Yes.
but I have had some lessons with another instructor,
Yep.
and I am reasonably familiar with the controls of the car.
Yes.
Yeah, so my instructor Fred said today he was going to teach me how to reverse around a corner, either to the left or to the right.
Right.
So what level am I?
You're partly trained.
And the subject?
Reverse round the corner, left or the right.
Yeah, are you okay with that?
Yes, fine.
Yeah, so if you're okay, I'll
Why so?
hand over to you. I'll leave you to meet and greet.
Hello, Tony. My name's Andy. Very nice to meet
Hello,
you.
Andy. Nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, your usual instructor can't make it today.
No.
Yeah, he's playing golf, I think, as per usual.
Oh, right.
He asked me to fill in. I spoke to him last night, and he asked if we could take you to a training area and we could go through the reverse around the corner, either to the left or to the right. Have you done any reversing before, Tony?
I've done a bit of straight line reversing
Right.
last week.
And where were you looking when you were doing that reversing?
I was looking behind me.
Right, and in that back window, did you have a reference point? Did you have a
Oh
reference
yeah, I think
point?
you said to keep me bit of
Yeah.
drains from the curb. Yeah,
And
it comes in
Yeah. Did you have?
roughly about the middle of that wiper?
Excellent. That's very good. And when you were doing that reversing, how were you controlling your speed?
Coordinating them pedals.
Excellent. So both of those things, your reversing point and the pedals, they'll both be useful today when we do the reverse round the
All
corner.
right.
So if you'd like to get yourself set up, Tony.
Yeah.
And
Just chuck that one through.
yeah.
Short-term memory loss of them.
No. Probably knows. So, great stuff.
We diz them.
That's it. Well done.
Yep.
Excellent, Tony. So, can you tell me what you could see in that centre mirror, please?
I can square the whole back window.
Yep.
I can see a bit of my head restraint,
Yes.
and I can see a tiny bit of yours.
Excellent. And your right door mirror?
I see about 2 finger width to the car.
Yep.
See the sky,
Yes.
horizon and road.
Excellent. And the left door mirror?
Pretty much the same.
That sounds very good. So, what you like, Tony? If you have to drive on, we'll go to a suitable training area,
Oh.
and we'll have a go at this manoeuvre.
I'm going to move off and we're going to take the next road on the right.
And we're going to move off, Tony, and we're going to take the next turning on the right. Okay, Tony, I notice you're shuffling that steering wheel. Have you heard of the...
And turning left.
And we're turning left, please, Tony. So when we turn left, Tony, if you bring your left hand to the top, when we turn left, so it's left hand to the top to turn left, pull down with the left, sorry. And if you need more turning, push up with the right. And then just straighten up, it's right hand to the top and pull down, and push up with the left. So we're going to be turning left, Tony.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left, Tony.
Yeah, I'll give you directions.
Yeah, sorry. So which hand would we bring to the top? So left hand turn, left hand to the top, that's excellent. And then to get more turning, you push up with the right. And then to straighten up, it's right hand to the top, pull down and push up with the left.
And turning left.
And we're going to be turning left, please, Tony. So which hand would we bring to the top for this one?
The left.
Excellent. It's good peep and creep there, Tony. That's good coordination of the pedals. That'll be useful when we're doing the reverse. So, can you think of any occasions when you might want to do this a reverse round the corner.
All my mates down the pub said they get it in their driving test.
Yeah, that's right. There's about 1 in 3 chance. There's a 1 in 3 chance of that. But also, have you got a driveway? Have you got a driveway?
No, but I might get one.
Yeah. So if you get a driveway, you can use it to reverse onto it.
Then. I'll definitely get one.
Yeah, it's worth it just for that. And
you buy them on Amazon.
Yeah, you get a driver on Amazon. That's right. Also, you might want to use it, Tony, if you come to a dead-end road and there's a road either on the left and the right, you could use it to turn round in if you haven't got enough space, and you could also use it to if there's a blockage, obstruction. So we're going to be turning straight on, please, Tony.
Traffic lights turning left.
And we're turning left at the traffic lights, please, Tony. So which hand are you going to bring up? It's going to be a left-hand turn. Left hand. And then we push up with it. Excellent. I think we've got the hang of that, Tony. Very good. Yeah, I think that's going to be very useful when we do these. When we do the. It'll be useful when we're doing the turn.
Oh.
Basically, it gives you more steering for your money. Yeah, so you might want to use it if there's a traffic jam and you can't go any further, or they block the road off. You could use it to turn into a side road. Can you think of any occasions where you wouldn't be able to do it? You know? Well, you wouldn't be able to do it if there was a no entry, the road you were going to turn into, and also if it's a one-way street. Yeah. You wouldn't if it was a one-way street, because you'd be facing the wrong way when you turned round. Yeah. The places the other place we shouldn't do it is if we're on a major road. We shouldn't reverse into a minor road to a major road, because traffic's busier.
If we're on a major road,
we shouldn't do it from a minor road into a major road, because there's more traffic. Also, it's busier, going faster, so it cause a lot of inconvenience. Quite a bit more dangerous as well.
And we're going to turn right.
And we'll turn right, please, Tony. Very good with the steering there. Excellent. Good, check it to your right as you pass that side road. Why did you do that, Tony?
Just trying to make sure there's nobody pulling out from me.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to stop on the left, just by the lamppost.
And we're going to stop on the left just by the lamppost, please, Tony. And don't worry about the drop curves.
It's going to be a left-hand reverse into that corner where it is.
Okay, Tony, so we're going to be doing a left-hand reverse into this turning on over just in front of us. So I'm going to go for a short briefing with you. I'd just like to ask you, just before we go into the briefing, I was going to ask you where you parked here, where the curb cuts into the car. I don't think that's relevant, actually. Sorry. Right. So what we do is we're doing a left-hand reverse, Tony. So what we're going to do is, if you imagine this we're down here,
Yeah.
and we're just here. This is us here. What we're going to do is we're going to drive slowly forward, and we're going to, as we go in, we're going to have a look into this turning. Actually, we can see quite a way in there already. We're just to make sure we've got enough room to reverse
I'm going
back.
into the turning, am I?
Sorry?
I'm going into the turning.
We're going to be reversing from this just up
Oh,
here.
you mean as I drive past it?
Sorry, as you drive past.
Oh.
We're going to have a look into the turning to see we've got enough room to go back about 3 car lengths. Then we'll consider an indicator just after we pass here, and we're going to pull over on the left, past that post box, about 2 car lengths beyond it, and a drain's width from the curb. We're then going to stop the car. We're then going to do prepare the car into reverse gear, and then we're going to do our all-round observations, which are very important because of children and other cars approaching us.
Yeah.
We're then going to, as the car starts moving slowly back, we're going to, as we slowly move back, we're going to pick up a reference point in this left door mirror to be about two.
Excuse me, can you move on a bit further because you're actually blocking me from getting into my car?
There you go.
Shall I carry on? Shall I carry on with that?
Yeah.
Right. And then as we're going to slowly reverse back, we're going to pick up. What I'll do is we're going to pick up a reference point in this left door mirror to keep us a drains width of the curb. And as we reverse back, keeping that drains width, we're then going to, when we get to, we'll get to a point of turn, which will be when the curve of the new road appears in this our rear left passenger window, back passenger window.
Reverse.
So when you go back, as soon as it appears in the bottom corner, the back bottom corner of that window, as soon as it appears in there,
Oh, like the L bit.
in the L bit, that's right. That's where we're going.
That bit you mean?
Yeah, as in this picture here.
Yeah.
That will be our point of turn. We then can stop there, and then we can do all-round observations because the vehicle moving out, and then that's when you're going to use just the right amount, just do enough steering so you can keep your reference point for the drain as we follow the road round. And then when we get straight into this road, you can start to pick up your straight line reversing point, take your steering off, and then we're going to continue reversing about 3 car lengths into that road, and that will be, and then we'll finish the manoeuvre, and we'll be can pick up that reversing point. The main things I'm looking for, Tony, to do this manoeuvre is your control of the vehicle, so that's keeping it nice and slow so that you have time to look and see any pedestrians about, or cars, vehicles. Your observations, so we want good observations the whole time. That's probably the most important aspect. And then reasonable accuracy, so keeping about a drains width from the curb. It's more we don't go too close because we could hit the curb, and also we don't go too far out because we don't want to be blocking the road. So before we start this manoeuvre, Tony, we're going to create a safety bubble around the vehicle. So if you can see, if you're looking up ahead, you see that grey car parked up on the left.
Yeah.
So if we see a vehicle past that coming towards us, we'll stop the car, let them pass, and then we'll do our observations, and then we'll continue. And in the new road, and in this road here, we're just basically going to use behind us the black 4x4, this one here.
Yeah.
We'll use that one. Anything passes that into our safety bubble, again we'll stop and do observations before we carry on. And in the new road, actually, we can use, you see the lamp post just there?
Yeah.
Anything passes that into our bubble, then we'll stop again and do observations.
All right.
And so what we'll do, Tony, I'll put this away. So when you're ready, we're going to drive, if you can drive slowly forward, and we'll look into this new road, make sure we've got enough room to reverse into. Just as we're passing, sorry Tom. So as we're passing this road, does it look clear?
Yeah.
And then we'll consider a signal. Do we need a signal, Tony? No, we don't. Great stuff. Well done. And then about 2 car lengths beyond this, don't worry about any drop curbs. Excellent. Okay, Tony, so we're going to, now we're here, we're going to prepare the car.
Yep.
So the first thing we're going to do is, and it's important with Tony, we have reverse gear. Because if we have it in a forward gear, and we're looking back, the car's going to move forward. We could hit something in front of us. A little child could be crossing, or car in front of us. Also, the main reason is it puts our reverse lights on, and that tells us where we're going. Yeah.
I don't know. That's where you
Yeah.
Oh, I had to lift a little.
That's right. Excellent. So now we're going. So now we're on a slope facing downhill. So we've got gravity will be working with us. So we won't be using the gas and clutch. We'll be using the brake to control our speed with a clutch down.
Oh.
So what we do is, if we have the clutch all the way to the floor and just have the foot on the brake, and then you can prepare, we'll have the hand on the handbrake ready to release it when we're ready to go, or in fact you could release it now if you like. It's important we, I know it's, we can release the handbrake now, Tony. That's very good. So we can hold the car there, and now we're going to do our observations. So what I'm going to do is, starting over our right...
What's this bit you said about
yeah.
how I know
Yeah.
what distance to keep from the curb?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, yes. Sorry. What we'll do is we'll pick up a reference point for keeping as a drains width from the curb. So if you look in that left door mirror, can you tell me about, have you got something like a reference point like the door handles? What sort of distance are they from the curb?
The front door handle
Yeah.
looks about 2 or 3 finger widths away.
Great
I know
stuff.
it's further, but it looks
Yeah, that's fine.
so curvy.
yeah.
That's, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So you could use, what we do is you can use that as a reference point to keep you a drains width.
Oh.
So keep that in place.
Yep.
So what we do now, we've got the car prepared, we're going to do our observations.
Yeah.
So we're going to look over that. What we do is we need to look over that right shoulder, Tony.
I can see everything. I've got 2 mirrors that side, big mirror there, 2 mirrors there.
Yeah, it does appear that way. So what I was asking you, Tony, if you look to your right, can you see that blue car?
Yeah.
Now have a look in that door mirror. Can you see it in there?
No.
So that's a blind spot. That's
These
one of
mirrors are
our
rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah, so there are blind spots, unfortunately, that aren't covered by the mirror. So that blue car could be a little child, it could be behind the car. That could run out. And then on to the left, if you look on the left, you see you see that white door.
Yeah.
Can you see that in that door mirror?
No, because that's in front of me, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So can you see the satellite dish on that wall just back there on that side of that house? No. Can you see it?
I can see it by looking on my shoulder.
And you can't? Can you see the door mirror?
No.
So that's another blind spot. So it's important we look all around us, Tony, in our blind spots. Could be a little child. So we start over our right shoulder,
Yeah.
Between the headrest and the. Well done. And then we're looking French, and we're looking along the pavement.
Yeah.
And we're looking up this road. Can you see anything approaching? Any vehicles? And then we're going to look over to. We're going to look in the left door mirror, and then we're looking this over to your. Sorry, look over to your left, Tony. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So over your left shoulder.
Yeah.
Any little children or pedestrians? No.
Yeah.
So what you can do is starting. So you can start. We can start. Release the foot brake about a pound's coin width. This about a pound's coin. So moving slowly, and then looking all around us, Tony. It's important to look over your right shoulder, Tony.
Is it okay to stop to look?
It's all right. Yes, that's
I'm not
fine.
really
If
good
you
at
want to stop, yeah, that's excellent. It gives you more
I'm
time.
not really good at multitasking.
And then you can glance in that mirror. Well done. To keep that drains width. So just the amount of steering you need.
You want me to reverse back to that reference point you said?
Yeah. So when
Yeah.
you see that curved part of the new road
In the L.
in the L, and then have a look over your right shoulder, Tony. That's it. Very good. It's important we look all around us. A little child could be running out of that door over there. And then you tell me when that curve of the new road appears in the corner of the L
It
shape.
does now.
Excellent. So that's our point of turn, Tony. Excellent. So because we're going to be moving out, we're going to we're going to have a final look round us. Excellent.
That's the last time I got a look now, is it?
No, sorry. We're going to have a look. We'll keep looking, but we'll do that one first
Yeah,
because
it's
the car's
okay.
going to move. Excellent. So what we do, Tony, when the car starts to move, I want you to turn that steering wheel and to follow that curve, keeping that reference point in place. Turn the wheel enough to keep that in place on your left. So just the appropriate amount of steering
There
you need. Yeah, we can carry on a little bit. That car hasn't entered our bubble just yet, and
Oh, the examiner does the looking for you, does he?
no, he doesn't. Sorry. Okay, Tony, we're just wait for these cars.
I don't mind you did the looking because my
Sorry.
legs are a bit sore.
Sorry. So we've been here a little while, Tony. So we're gonna have to we'll do our land observations
Oh,
again.
I got them.
Yes,
Oh.
unfortunately, sorry. I know I get paid to sort of, and then so looking all around us, and then sorry, Tony, could you just hold there for a second? What it is, I think you had your clutch up. You had your clutch up,
No, I didn't.
didn't you? Oh,
Yeah.
right, stop. So what have we got? We've got a vehicle behind. What have a look round, Tony. Is there anything behind us? Anything?
No?
And
Car up on the side road.
excellent.
Oh, there is, yeah.
So that's entered our bubble.
Shall I go now?
Yeah, so that's it. So you do the amount of steering to keep that reference point in place.
Is it clear? Have you checked?
Have you checked, Tony? Sorry. If you look over your right
I was
shoulder.
always pointing about this check.
No,
yeah.
sorry. Sorry. If you look over your right shoulder, Tony, sorry,
Yeah.
and then it's all clear there, and then look at your left, and then. Okay, Tony, stop there for a minute. Thank you. I notice you're steering over to your right.
Yeah, when you go backwards, you steer the opposite way.
So, yeah, it does a bit confusing. So if you look at it
Everybody
like,
knows that.
yeah, it does appear that way, but actually it's the same. So if you were turning left, you're looking through the front window and turn left. Which way would you turn the wheel?
To the left.
To the left. So when you're going back, if you imagine that back window is the front window, and turn the same way. So if you were turning,
No, I never thought of that.
yeah, just think of that as
Oh.
in the same way as doing. So we'll carry on, and if you follow that curve around,
Yeah.
and we got to. Sorry, I should have been. And we're.
Is it clear?
Sorry. We've got to do our observations again because we had a little stop there. Not your fault.
I got to.
Yeah, sorry. And then all the way, lovely. And then as we go back, and stop there, Tony, for me, please. So what it is, I notice you've got your foot on the foot brake, and it's important we don't have that on the foot brake while we've got the
What clutch is down?
your clutch is down, isn't it? So that is correct.
I can take my foot off the foot brake.
No,
a bit.
so ignore that point. Yeah, you're doing all right there. So because we've stopped here, because our days, we have to do another set of observations. Thanks very much. Sorry. And looking. So have another look over your right shoulder, Tony, please. That's a very important. Little Johnny could be running out. And
I'm looking for
are you
my...
keeping
what-
that reference point? And then
Yeah, and what am I looking for next?
and the next thing you're looking for is that straight line reversing point you had last week, and have another look over your right shoulder. Stop here,
Again.
Tony. And we'll stop here now because we've got a car entering our bubble.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll just let them do that.
Get out of my bubble.
Yeah, and we've got a bike entering our bubble. So we just wait for them. I hope he's not telling us to do anything. No. Acknowledging us, I think. Great stuff. So we'll do our all-round observations again, Tony.
Come on, my neck's getting sore.
Sorry about this. And then over to you there. Great stuff. And then following, that's it. Good observation there. And then
Oh, I've got my straight line reversion point now.
okay, so just
and I
hold
can see
that.
my windows, my front windows pointing straight.
So that's it. So it looks the same as the back. And you've got your
Yeah.
straight line reversing point. So at this point, you can start as we move back. You can take your steering off.
Because I'm doing it now, so it'll make it easier.
It's important we don't dry steer, Tony. Sorry, dry steering. What it means is if we turn the wheel while the car's stationary, we can damage your tyres and also damage the steering mechanism.
yeah.
And this car cost me a heck of a lot of money. And so when we're moving, Tony, you can start to straighten that wheel up.
Shall I move now?
And we're better to observations. Sorry.
Again.
So, and there's anything entering our bubble on the right, Tony?
No, he's not interfering with me.
So that's it.
I'm a little bit far away.
Okay, Tony. So
Shall I steer loads?
no, just a slight turn. Just turning to your
So what does slight mean?
about a quarter turn, about a slight, just enough steering to bring yourself back into the left.
All right.
So important we do our observations. It's over that right shoulder, Tony. Very good. And that little chart could be running out. Now, how are you doing with your reference point? You can glance in
It's
that
there.
window. It's excellent. And
And I'm straight.
you're straight.
Can I go faster now and get it done with?
No, it's important we keep that speed down, Tony, so you have time to have a look. So have a look over your right shoulder. You can keep that speed nice and slow. You can always stop if you feel it's running away from you. Stop there, Tony. So I notice what it is. You've got your. We're now that we're going uphill, we need gas and clutch. We need the gas. Need some gas with the clutch.
I was trying to
fighting
get the brake pressed a little bit.
Yeah, so what we're doing is, because we've got the brake down, it's fighting against the clutch, which is telling the car to go. The brake's telling the car to stop. So it's important that we have, we want the on the gas pedal. We want the off the brake and on the gas slightly, just enough to keep a lively hum to keep us.
It'd be safer to stay on the brake, wouldn't it?
The trouble is, if you're on the brake like that, what's happening is if you've got the clutch up telling you to go, it can burn the clutch out.
Oh, are they expensive?
Very expensive, yeah. That's it, excellent. So have a look over your right shoulder, Tony. Just check there's a little Johnny
Yep.
Knight, a little
Is
kiddie
that far
Martin.
enough?
And yes, that will be fine. That's about 2 kilometres. That's excellent. Right, Tony. So we've done that very well. Would you like to have a go at this again?
Yeah.
But how much help would you like me to give you on this time? Is it-
Could you watch me on the observations
Yeah.
a bit more?
I will watch you. I'll make sure that nothing dangerous is done.
I was kind of guessing where to look because I could see
Yes.
you looking before me.
Yeah, I was. What I'll do is I'll keep an eye on you, make sure you're doing the observations, and I won't do them for you. But I'll sort of give you a prompt. So when you're doing this manoeuvre, Tony, just tell me what you're doing and why you're doing it.
I'm going to stop a drains with from the curb.
Excellent.
I don't need to use the handbrake, do I?
It's important we have the handbrake just until our feet are prepared, because...
I've got my foot on the brake.
Oh, you got the foot on the brake? No, you don't need your handbrake, Tony. That's it.
I've got to get reverse gear on
That's right. And why is that important, Tony?
that. Because the brake light's on,
Yep.
and I don't want to go that way when I'm looking that way, do I?
Excellent. Well done.
Then I've got to look everywhere.
Yep. Very good.
I've got to control the speed with the brake
That's right.
and go back until my
Yes.
reference point lines up.
And what's-
I've got to keep looking.
That's excellent.
Well,
Well
it's
done.
okay to stop to look.
It is indeed. Do you need to look anywhere else, Tony? Oh, no.
It changes so quickly, doesn't it?
The picture changes very quickly. Keep looking. Excellent.
Oh, I've got my reference point now.
And what's that one for?
That's where I start turning.
Excellent. And that's right. Good. So, is there anything you need to do before we start the
Check
minute?
around.
Excellent.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Go that way or that way?
So if you
Oh,
were
go on left,
yeah,
yeah.
excellent. Important to have a look. Is it where should we look now? Oh, great stuff. And how are you keeping your distance from the curb?
I'm looking for my straight line reversing point.
Righto, great stuff.
And my door handle is roughly in the same place.
That's right. Excellent observations there.
I can see my straight line reversing point. My window's nearly straight.
Yes, and what's
Straighten up.
and is it important? What should we do? When should we turn the wheel? When's it important?
When it's moving.
When it's excellent. And why is that? I'll let you do this.
So I don't wet steer.
That's it. Where else should we be looking, Tony?
Or
Excellent.
damages the steering mechanism. And
That's right. And
you can see it.
that's my point.
Setting the gas now, so I'm not fighting the braking clutches.
That is right, Tony.
Because you whinge a bit if I bring your cash around. Only about £20, isn't it?
Yeah. Excellent observations there, Tony. And how far are you going to go back, Tony?
Yeah, that's far enough, isn't it?
Yeah. And why are you going back this far? Just out of interest. Why?
Don't be sitting on the corner, do we?
Yeah, that's right. Excellent, Tony. Well, that's very good. So how would you rate yourself as far as your control of the vehicle in terms of your speed?
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You had
didn't.
nice control. I felt you had a nice.
I used gravity.
Yeah. Yes.
Coming up here, I didn't fight the brake and the clutch.
Yeah. That's
I
right.
used the gas and the clutch together.
That's right. And why didn't you use
Sorry?
And why didn't you use the brake and the clutch together?
Because you whinge if I bring your clutch out.
That's it. and your observations, how did you feel they were?
I thought they were really good.
They were very
It is
good.
okay to stop to do them, isn't it?
That is always, if things are running away for you, no harm in stopping.
I wasn't
to have a
running
look
away
at
from
it.
me, but it's
No.
it's hard to keep moving and looking all the time. It seems.
Yeah, that's true. You've got a lot of things to do,
Yeah,
haven't you?
yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes. And what about your accuracy? How do you feel your accuracy
It's
was?
pretty darn good there, for the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks very good here.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, certainly.
If I'm getting too close to the curb,
Yeah.
it'd be best to go all the way around and start again, wouldn't it?
You don't have to, Tony. So if you're starting to come into the curb,
Yeah.
all you need to do is go into first gear and just move slowly forward. And if you were going too near to the curb, you could turn the wheel slightly to your left as you go forward. That will bring the back of the car out,
Yeah.
and then you can continue, go into reverse again and go back.
But then it should be going back into the left, wouldn't it?
If you turn, if you just go forward, and if you give the wheel a slight turn, quarter turn, say to the right.
No, I meant if I turn it to the left and keep it there, then as I'm reversing back, it's going to go back in towards the curb again, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. When you go forward, if you give a slight turn to the left, that will bring the back out, and then you put it in reverse, and as you go back, then straighten the wheel again.
Or would I straighten it just before I stop?
Yeah, straighten the wheel just before you stop. Sorry, yeah, so
And
you...
then come back in a straight line?
Yes, that's it. Go
Oh,
forward,
okay.
turn left.
Yeah. I wouldn't fall for that, would I?
No, you wouldn't fail for that, because you've seen it, you haven't hit the curb. If you haven't hit the curb, that's only it'll be a fault. But no, there's no harm in doing a shunt forward and adjusting to give you enough space to readjust.
I'd probably get a driver fault for it, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you'd probably get a driver fault.
But
You would get a driver.
You're allowed about 60 of them when you're testing.
You're allowed 15, I think. Is it 15? Yeah, 15. 15.
Let's hope I don't get it wrong 14 times more.
Yeah, I think you did that very well, Tony. It's excellent. Good observations. I didn't do them for you, so that was very good.
Yeah. Do you think you were doing a little bit on the first one?
I was doing them with you, or instead of.
You were doing it before me.
I was doing them before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think your pupils are going to do if they see you did the looking?
They're not going to do any looking.
No.
They'll leave it all to me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
with them. Yeah?
Right.
Because
Yes.
there's not much point in
Yeah.
you doing great observations. If they think it's okay to reverse back and just rely on you, yeah?
Yeah.
They've got to do it themselves, yeah?
Yeah.
They've got to learn the dangers of not doing them, yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
As
yeah.
you mentioned, little Johnny coming out of these driveways.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Apart from that, excellent, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Happy with it?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, good talk through on the way here, killed off some of the brief.
Yes.
Yeah? Any questions?
No, was I all right? Like, because obviously I forgot gravity was working against us as we went round the corner, but that doesn't matter. I didn't. If I saw that you were going to run away, I could have then come in, couldn't I suppose, and just said, but other than that, it was all right.
Out of,
Yeah.
I mean, out of roll,
Yeah.
for the sake of
Yeah.
the par 3. A pupil's not going to play you up on purpose. They're just going to make a genuine error.
Yeah.
On the par 3,
Yeah.
I have to put the errors in to test you
Yeah.
to see if you know how to correct them, yeah? So the fact that I managed to get an error in, it's not a big problem.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. So if I sort of miss that, like
well-
I'm not
well,
sort
you,
of...
Well, you didn't know I was going to fight the brake with the clutch, yeah?
No. No.
I wasn't...
Yeah.
When I was coming down there,
Yeah.
I wasn't fighting the brake with the clutch.
No.
Um,
Yeah, because you were on a slope. Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know how that... Yeah.
Yeah, it was only when I started to come up here. I just
Yeah.
did it for a sec. I'm not going to do it for long because it doesn't need the car very good, yeah?
That's right. Yeah. So,
Right, I'm going to keep the
Expensive,
camera
yeah.
running. I'm going to go straight into the next one, yeah?
oh, right. Okay then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So I want you to look upon me as a different person completely, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you to look upon me as a person who's at a trained level. That means I've got a test coming up very shortly,
Yeah.
3 to 4 weeks' time.
Right. So.
I've never met you before.
Yeah.
You're filling in from a regular instructor who can't make it today. But you just got the car same as you, so I am pretty familiar with the controls, yeah?
Yes.
You said today we were going to look at T-junctions emerging left and right.
Right.
Yeah? So if it is phase, you can call me John,
John.
yeah?
John.
Doesn't matter if you get the name wrong.
Yeah.
If you're going to get the name wrong, don't call me Beryl. You can call me Clint if you like.
Yeah, Clint. Yeah.
It's my middle name. Yeah, so okay to work with you?
Yes.
What level am I?
You're trained
And the subject?
is emerging to turn left and right.
Okie doke. If you're happy with that, then I'll hand over to you to meet and greet.
Right. Hello, John. John Clint.
John
Very
Clint.
good to meet you. My name's Andy.
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 Andy Beryl, isn't
Yes, Andy Beryl.
it? Yeah.
So, unfortunately, your instructor can't make it today.
No.
Same reasons.
I don't wanna know what
Go
it is.
on. All right. Yeah, and he can't make it today. But I spoke to him last night, and he asked if we could just have a look and see how you are with your emerges to turn
Yeah.
left and right. So, if you were approaching an emerge to turn left, how would you position the vehicle on the approach?
Driving position.
And if you were turning right, how would you position on approach to turn right?
As near to the left of centre as you can without interfering with oncoming traffic.
Sounds excellent. So, would you like to get yourself set up as well?
No. Yep.
Great stuff. So, Tony, what can you see in that interior mirror there?
I can see all 4 corners of the window.
Yep.
I can see some of my headrest and
Yes.
my left ear. I see a tiny bit of your head restraint as well.
Yes. And in your right door mirror, Tony?
I can see the 2 door handles. I see the sky.
Yes.
I see that car turning round, and I can see the road.
And excellent. And your left door mirror, please, Tony?
Again, the 2 door handles of the car. I can see down the pavement.
Yes.
I can see that vehicle in that drive.
Yep.
I can see that lamp post. I can see that satellite dish.
Excellent. Before we go, I just wanted to ask you one last question.
Yeah.
I should have asked you. How would you identify an emerge?
Oh, it's pretty easy here. We've got one right in front of me.
Yeah.
Lamp post in front of me.
Excellent.
Cars going past.
Yes.
Or vehicles going past, I should say.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything else that you might have? We haven't got here.
you,
But
you sometimes get road markings.
That's right.
And a road sign.
yes. Excellent, Tony.
And buildings in front of me, or...
Yes.
I can't go any further. I can only go right or left.
Excellent, Tony. Very good. So when you're ready, we'll drive on.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left, please, Tony. How do you? What's your normal position when you turn left, Tony? What would be your normal position?
Oh, follow the curb round.
Follow the curb round. And how are you? What are the dangers of not? Of being too far out when you're turning left at an emerge?
Well, we end up in the middle of the road.
Yeah. So we're a bit far out there, Tony. Quite a long way out.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right, please, Tony. That's very good peeping creek there, Tony. Right,
Next on the left. Yes.
And we're going to turn left, please.
Yeah,
Tony.
my wife says I'm a creep.
She's being very unfair then, I think. Excellent mirrors. Would you beckon this pedestrian across?
Yeah.
That's right. I noticed there, Tony, you followed that curve around very
Yeah, I did,
perfectly.
yeah.
How are you judging that?
I just follow the curb round and go over the window and just turn the wheel and...
Yeah. And what are the dangers if you? Why is that important to follow that curve around?
Well, if I turned too early, I would have gone up the pavement and killed that pedestrian.
That's right.
If I
So
turned too late, I end up in the middle of the road.
So when you're doing these a left-hand turn at an emerge, it's exactly the same.
Is it?
Exactly the same thing.
Oh, right. I like things with the
Yeah.
same.
Would you-
Turning left.
And we're turning left, please, Tony. So, what are you going to do with your position as you go
I'm
left,
going
Tony?
to follow it round,
Excellent.
not wave that pedestrian across.
Excellent.
So I use the outer edge of that car as the curb, don't I?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I can't go through. Can
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
Otherwise your insurance will go over.
Yeah. Well, you did that perfectly then, Tony, as well. So, would you like me to hand that responsibility over to
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I think I saw
Excellent.
that. Yeah, it was the same, isn't it?
Yeah. You tell me if you identify any emerges. What are we looking for? We're looking for an emerge.
I'm looking for, I can't go any further.
Yeah.
I might have vehicles going from the left to the right, right to the left.
Yes.
Sometimes quite often have a street lamp
Yeah.
in front of you. You might get road signs,
Yeah.
and you might get road markers if you're
Excellent.
lucky.
Oh, it's very good. So I think you seem to have got that fully understood.
Oh, that's one coming up.
Excellent, Tony.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left, please, Tony. So when are you going to indicate, Tony? Excellent.
Follow it round.
Excellent. Good positioning. So, when should we put a signal on? When should we ideally? When should we
No,
put
I
our
thought that
signal?
was
It was not too bad. No, you did have it right. Yeah, it's about right.
and we're going to turn left.
I'm going to turn left, please. Are you all right with roundabouts, Tony?
I hope so, I've got my test coming
Yes,
up.
of course you have. Yeah. So you're identifying these emerges very well. So can I hand that responsibility over to you for
Yeah,
identifying?
I've done quite a few of them now.
Yeah.
And turning left.
And we're turning right, please, Tony. good mirrors.
Turning left, just where the white learners come out.
And I'm going to turn left. Next turning on the left is Tony.
See lights. Check my mirrors because I always anticipate when I see lights on the
That's
vehicle.
excellent. Excellent. Good.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen here.
That's very good. Yeah.
And we're going to turn right.
And I'm going to turn right, please, Tony. Okay, so... sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, you get into the white line.
Sorry. I think we're a bit over the white line there, Tony. Can you tell me where the white line cuts into the...
Just there.
So we're actually over the line. Do you know what the dangers are of being... We'll make the turn in a minute when we're ready, and I'll just ask you to pull over on the left, please. Just...
You want me to pull over?
Yes, please, Tony. Just on the left, and you don't have to... Won't be over for very long, so just...
I'm not blocking any more drives.
Yeah. Territory, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Tony. So, so Tony, when we stopped at that emerge, how were you? We stopped over the white line.
I stopped in the same place I did in the last emerge.
Oh, where? You said it came in about here, didn't you?
Yeah, that's where I stopped in the last one as well. Is that wrong?
What do you think the dangers could be if we're over that?
No, it's very
giveaway
dangerous.
line?
Any
Yeah.
vehicles come
Yes.
and swerve around me or hit me.
That's right. What's the dangers if we stop too far short of it?
Wouldn't be able to see.
We want to see.
Can't see at most of these junctions anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I'll park on the corner.
That's right. So what I'd like to do is, Tony, when we go to the next emerge, I'll just tuck you in to get a reference point.
Oh.
It'll just help you. So when you're ready, Tony,
All right.
we'll drive on. I'll help you with that.
Left at the end.
And left at the end, please, Tony. So we'll be under my control. Don't make the turns, and got nothing behind us. So I'd like you to bring it down to walking pace. Squeeze the brake fitness for pound coin, and stop here, please, Tony. Excellent. So just got still nothing pound. Can you tell me where that giveaway line cuts into the side of your car here, inside of the car?
Just by the door mirror.
So if you remember that reference point, we can use that so that we don't overhang the giveaway line.
Oh.
So can you tell me again why it's important we don't go over that giveaway line, Tony?
Force people to swerve around me into the oncoming traffic, or they'll hit me.
Excellent. And we've got a vehicle coming up behind us, so when you feel ready, when it's safe, we can drive on. And what's the dangers of stopping too short of that giveaway line, Tony?
Let's see.
Excellent.
And turning left.
And we're turning left, please, Tony.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony.
Turning right.
And turn around, please, Tony. noticed just there you're lining up the car. You stopped just at the exact right position.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So, how are you judging that? Why did you stop where
I
you
just
did?
get the door mirror in the right place.
So, when you're doing a, and why is that important? Why is that
I don't
important?
get hit by vehicles.
Yeah. So, when you're doing an emerge, turn left for right, it's exactly the same.
And turning right.
And we'll turn right, please, Tony. So, where are you going to stop the car, Tony? Where are you going to line up the car? Stop, slow, stop. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, God. Yeah, Tony. Okay.
I'm going a bit slow there.
Yeah, what we do is, Tony,
Was a bit slow, was that?
you were going a bit fast on the approach. Do you understand what? Well, we've got a vehicle behind us. So what I'd like to do is turn. We'll pull over on the left in the we'll pull on over on the left. I'll just have a quick word with you. Oh, sure. Pick the there, Tony. So, anyone on the left, will do fine. Excellent.
Yeah, it's a bit slow there, wasn't it?
No, what kind of a junction was that?
Very blind.
Very close, that's right. So what would be the appropriate speed for
Walking
it to-
pace.
Walking pace. And why is that important? Why is it important?
So I've got time to look properly.
Excellent. So we were going pretty fast there.
Or was it a jog?
It was more like a very fast sprint,
Was it?
like
Oh,
I
so-
do sometimes, you know, when I'm on my days
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy one.
So what sort of speed do you think we should have been doing there? Because it was walking. So what? So would you like me? I'll help you with the next one. Give you. I'll help you with your speed. Give you a prop.
And turning left.
And we're going to be turning left in the road, Tony. So again, we're going to be under my control, and I'd like you to. No, this is a closed junction, so I'd like to. What kind of a speed should we be doing here, Tony?
Walking.
Walking, excellent. Clutch up, Tony. Oh no,
Well, you're going to clutch up.
No, sorry. Keep clutch down. Sorry, I thought you clutch up.
Bit confusing, eh?
Yeah, sorry. Ignore me.
Haven't stalled since my second or third lesson.
Sorry about that. Ignore my instruction there. Not your fault, Tony.
Was the speed better that time?
It was. I was going to say you had the speed. You were doing the appropriate speed. And why is it important that I'll let you do this junction? I think. Excellent. You were doing the right speed there, Tony.
Yeah.
Why were you doing that speed?
So it gives me time to stall, doesn't it?
What speed were you doing on the approach to that?
Walking.
Walking. And why did you do that speed? Why was that? Why did you feel the need to do walking pace?
Major road, isn't it?
And what does?
I
And
can't see very much.
Yeah, so, and what are the dangers if you're going too fast on the approach?
I wouldn't have time to look properly.
So you did that right. So would you like me to hand that responsibility over to you?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, just probably nerves. You did that perfectly. You looking forward to your test, Tony?
Sorry?
Are you looking forward to your test, Tony? Are you looking forward to it?
In a funny sort of way.
Yes, I understand what you mean, yeah.
And turning left.
I'm going to turn left, please, Tony. Would you ever beckon any of these pedestrians across, Tony? Well, as we approached that left turn, your speed was very good. What made you choose that? I've handed that over to you.
Pedestrians approaching a junction.
Yeah.
And we're going to turn right.
I'm going to turn right, please, Tony. Why wouldn't you, when you said you wouldn't beckon them across, why wouldn't you beckon wouldn't you have beckoned to one of those pedestrians across?
I never beckon at people I don't know.
What? So we should never beckon anybody, even if you know them, Tony?
No, she didn't.
No. Do you know what the dangers might be?
Turning left.
I'm going to turn left, please, Tony.
Well, it's not very good to beckon the strangers, is it?
Well, the danger of beckoning anybody across is that we don't know there might not be a car they haven't seen and you haven't seen, and also by beckoning them across, you're saying it's safe, so we might be partly responsible. Good anticipation there, Tony.
Sensible walking on the road.
Yeah.
Left and then left between the two shops.
Left and then left between the two shops, please, Tony.
End of the road left.
End of the road left, please, Tony. Which mirror should we check with? We're turning left, Tony. We coasted there, I think, Tony. What's the dangers of coasting on the approach to a...
Oh, you lose engine braking,
Yeah.
don't you?
And why is it important? What happens if we lose engine braking?
Well, very quick, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you... and what's the dangers if you come up very quick to that, to an emerge at that sort of speed?
I've run into the back of that learner, couldn't I?
That's right.
And left again.
And left again, please, Tony.
And then get me to find a place to pull over on the left.
And could you find a place to pull over on the left, please, Tony?
Just pull up on the yellow light for a second.
Yeah, right, sir.
Yeah, what was the other thing you said to me?
What about the coasting? Oh, well, the door mirror, I thought you looked at the wrong mirror as well.
Yeah, why do you reckon I stuck 2 faults in there?
You must have missed, and I don't know. I'm not sure.
Can you hazard a guess?
I must have missed a fault.
Yeah, you did, yeah. Yeah.
Did I miss a fault?
Don't go sleepies.
Did I miss it? I thought I was what? Where did you do? I didn't see a mirror fault. Did you do a left turn or something with a mirror fault?
Right hand turn just before we came onto the dual carriageway. The turning just before that.
Just before the dual
You
carriage.
can watch me. Yeah.
Oh.
Take your eye off the ball and you won't spot the mistake,
Oh,
yeah?
God, right.
Yeah.
I thought a right hand turn. Emerge, right hand turn. Was it emerge? Was I right? Oh, it wasn't emerge. Oh, because
Turn right. And then we turned onto the dual carriageway. We had to queue up to get onto the dual carriageway.
yeah.
Yeah. You weren't
Oh.
looking at me and I knew you weren't looking at me.
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah. I didn't know. Yeah. Sorry about that. And that was why you stuck to him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It did throw me because I saw the mirrors and then he did the clutch.
Right, so you got
And I thought, shall I go for the mirrors or for the clutch? I suppose the clutch was more important, but
well, you
I missed-
mentioned both of them, but
yeah.
but you're not going to deal with both of them, yeah?
Right. Yeah.
Shall I roll on?
Yes, please, Tony.
And turning left.
And we'll turn left, please, Tony. I noticed there, Tony, when you were turning left, why did you looked in the middle and left mirror? Why did
You mean what mirrors did I check?
what mirrors did you check when
Middle
you
and
turned?
left.
And why did you check that middle mirror?
See how close people are behind me and see if any bicycles coming down the inside.
Excellent. And what would you do if there was a bicycle coming down the inside?
I wouldn't turn.
So
And turning left.
and turn left. So what are you going to do with the clutch?
Yeah.
And what are you going to do with the clutch?
Put it down a bit now.
Excellent. And why is that important to have that clutch down?
And don't run to the back of any learners. Because they might be your friends.
Yes, that's right.
But they wouldn't be your friends anymore.
And yeah, so when you're doing an emerge, those mirrors are exactly the same. It's exactly the same mirrors. So would you like me to hand that responsibility over to you for that?
Yeah, no, but yeah.
I noticed that you put the you timed the clutch just there when we stopped. You put the clutch down
Yeah.
just
right,
before
get
you
a gear,
stopped.
Yeah.
So when you're doing a left or right hand turn emerge, it's exactly the same. Do you know what the reason, and why is that important that you don't put that clutch
Oh,
down
something
too
to do
early?
with losing the engine braking, isn't it?
That's right.
And
And
I
if
noticed I came up very fast
Yeah.
behind that learner.
And what's that? The dangers of you coming up too fast?
Okay, then up and shooting the junction.
That's right.
And turning left.
And we're turning left, please, Tony. So what are you
You
going
indicate a
to?
bit earlier and slow down a bit earlier because that motorbike is about 2 inches off my bumper and knee.
Oh yeah. Done, Tony. That's
But I'm still going to stop at the stop sign. I'm not getting prosecuted.
Hang on. And why is that? Yeah, I'll let you do with the turning. You've got the clutch just right there, Tony, as we went to the merge. So
I'm
it's
not
up.
spotting a cyclist coming down the inside about 95 mile an hour.
So, would you like me to hand over that responsibility for the
Yeah, I think I've got
for the mirrors and the clutch?
Yeah.
A double.
A double whammy.
Yeah, double whammy. That's good mirrors as you we moved off
Check
there.
for bicycles and
Yeah,
mopeds
that's good.
and skinny buses.
Yeah.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony. So would you wave this man across?
No, I don't know. And even if I did, I wouldn't wave him across.
Excellent, Tony. So right, wave him across. Well done, Tony. And the reason why we wouldn't do that is why we wouldn't do that, Tony.
Because he's got to take responsibility for his own crossing in the road, hasn't he?
That's right. Excellent.
And turning right.
And we'll turn right, please, Tony. Hold there a minute, Tony. Just before we move on, I noticed you've given that wheel a turn. What do you think the dangers are if you've given that wheel a turn just before we made the turn?
That says we do it at the start of the move, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, what's he waiting for now? Oh, we'll make our move. I think he's giving us. No, he's not. Well done. It was good holding back there, Tony. Because we didn't know quite whether he was going to move. Yeah. I think. Well, what do you think the dangers are if we turn that wheel too quickly before we start our turn?
Seems alright to me. Shall I
Well,
try it and see?
yeah, we'll try and see. Yeah, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll try it and see, yeah?
Well, what I'd like you to do, Tony, is if we move very slowly forward and just straighten the wheel slightly
right.
for me, sorry, and now. As you
Oh,
make
should I
the
turn it
turn.
about
And
now?
excellent,
right,
Tony.
okay.
Well done.
Oh, I see. I could have ended up the wrong
Yeah.
side of the road.
That's right. Yeah. And what the dangers if you end up on the wrong side of the road?
Bit of a shock for that man.
Yeah, that's right.
And turning left by the hotel, just in front of the hotel.
And we'll turn left by the hotel, just before the hotel.
Second on the left, this being the first.
Second on the left, but this being the first, Tony.
Left and then left again between the two shops.
Left and then left again between the two shops, Tony.
National pedestrian days of Arizona.
Yeah. There's masses of them about, aren't there?
I took that a bit wide because of the pedestrians, okay?
Yeah, that's very good. That's it. You're dealing with the pedestrians very well, Tony.
End of the road, turning right.
End of the road, turn right, please, Tony. what you can do with the steering wheel when we
I'll
get
keep
to
it
the
straight.
Excellent, Tony. And why is that? Oh, we got it. Oh, yeah, I'll be on. And why is that important,
So
Tony?
we end up in the wrong side of the road.
Excellent. And what are the dangers of that?
Get that car.
That's right. I think you've got the hang of that, Tony. Bikes and pedestrians are everywhere.
Get up. I think you undertook me earlier on, didn't he?
Yeah.
He gets around.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And Tony.
And turn left, please, Tony.
I'm going to park in on the right, please.
And pull up on the right, please, Tony.
So how to do? Will I pass?
Yes, you will. Yeah, I mean, you remedied all the faults. We got them sorted. Yeah, excellent. I think you'll be all right, Tony. Yeah,
As
no
you do.
problems. Not too bad. I went asleep then on one of the turns. You know, I don't even remember it. I know, terrible. I must have just drifted. I know they can't do that. I don't.
Yeah. Don't you think
Thought I was-
Don't you think we know as we approach it? You're not looking at us. Yeah.
I was hoping you would. Yeah, I must.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there hadn't been a mirror fault up to that point, had it?
No.
Every other time you'd be watching me like a hawk for them, wouldn't you? yeah. I'm not going to do them in order.
Yeah, I must admit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
must.
do-
I forgot because you.
I'm
Yeah,
not going
I
to do
thought I was going to
MSP
come.
myself here. We'll mix it up, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, that did throw me. That actually, yeah.
Well, he just meant you
Good,
were
yeah.
too false to do it.
Yeah. I was confused there because I must admit I thought, oh, crumbs.
Well, looking
sure
at
there's two there. I thought maybe I'm missing.
well, lucky enough you spotted it on the second time. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hadn't, you could have been in a bit of trouble because
Yes.
I'd have left the mirror faults in after that. Yeah.
So that's a good thing to have that. You did that because
Yeah.
that did throw me a bit.
Well,
I thought for a minute. Oh
I'm-
God, which one?
I'm not
am I
going to make
do?
a fault that goes on
Yeah.
unnoticed and
Yeah.
no analysation, no
Yes.
remedial action.
No.
I'm not suddenly going to cure myself, am I?
No.
Yeah.
That was good. That actually. Yeah.
The rest of it was very good. The rest of it was very good. You were kind of in two minds when I had all. I completely turned the wheel to the right at that emerge, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I was.
you were nearly going to get me to go with the wheel.
Well, I thought
Yeah.
maybe I've got that wrong. Maybe he's done the right thing because he's going to turn and that road's narrow and you were going to be all right. But
Yeah, it was narrow. It wasn't that narrow though.
No, no,
I'd have finished
no.
up. I'd have finished up next to the right hand curb, wouldn't I?
yeah,
Yeah.
I nearly backed off. I must admit, yeah. And I was thinking of saying to you, go forward a little and then straighten up. And then I thought, oh, maybe I've got. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say it to him. Yeah. I was going to say it to you, and I thought, hang on, maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe his turn was okay, and I've just got it wrong. But I was going to say to you, move forward and straighten up, like you said. But yeah, I had doubts suddenly. I had my doubts.
Yeah, you came back nicely on that last one right
Right.
there. And where you're going to keep the wheel, that's really important.
Right.
If you hadn't, I would have had it on full lock again. Yeah. Well
Yeah.
done.
Thanks very
Well
much.
done.
Yeah. Thank
Don't
you.
go to sleep then.
I will. Right.
Right, I'll give it.